Getty/PU negotiator Michel Barnier and Brexit Secretary David Davis to Brussels officials dismissed the suggestion as fantasy and warned the process was already behind schedule because of Britain's failure to give details of the kind of future relationship it wanted. One of the diplomats said, "It is a bit rich for Davis to talk about doing a trade deal within a few months when we are still waiting for Britain to set out what it wants." Another said, "May is already on overtime. Britain's time management has been a big problem so far and there is nothing to suggest this will change. This is a fantasy." Theresa May has backed David Davis's timetable. "This is a fantasy, you diplomat." Mr. Davis's position is at odds with you chief negotiator Michel Barnier, who insists substantive legal negotiations on a binding free trade agreement can only take place in the transition period. Asked by the Commons Brexit Select Committee whether treaty negotiations would spill over into the transitional period, the Brexit Secretary replied, "No, not inevitably. Bear in mind, you've just left out a 6-month lacuna between October of this year and March 2019. So it will not inevitably spill over. There is no reason why we can't turn a very detailed substantive arrangement into a treaty before the end of the Article 50 period." Downing Street backed Mr. Davis's timetable and suggested it might only need to be ratification that takes place during the transition period. A spokesman said, "The Prime Minister has said on a number of occasions that we want to sign that trade deal as quickly as possible. We are not able to sign it while we're full members of the EU. We would look to be in a position to sign it immediately afterwards." The Liberal Democrats said Britain's former EU ambassador Sir Ivan Rogers had suggested it could take up to 10 years for a free trade agreement to be ratified.